People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down every single upcoming Keanu Reeves release.
Okay, but let me tell you.
I'm sorry. I know Kung Fu.
For this list, we're looking at movies, shows, games, and even comics that will keep the Keanuassaince going for years to come. We are including projects that Reeves is producing, as well as rumored releases. Which Keanu Reeves release are you looking forward to the most? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Number 12. Dogstar seriously singing backup. In 2016's Keanu, Reeves voiced an adorable kitten who shared his name. Reeves is going from cats to dogs, producing this music documentary.
I'm your spirit teacher. People can't be excellent to you unless you're being excellent to yourself.
We all know that Reeves rose to fame as Ted Logan, whose music with Bill Preston is destined to unite humanity in harmony.
Wild Stallions!
What you might not know is that Reeves comes from a musical background, although his band wasn't called Wild Stallions. In 1991, Reeves co-founded Dogstar, an alternative rock band featuring Robert Mailhouse, Greg Miller, and Brett Domrose. Serving as the bass guitarist, Reeves ultimately left Dogstar to focus on his acting career.
You guys still play?
Yeah. No, we broke up.
Yo.
Yeah, we broke up about 8 years ago, I guess.
While the band found something of a following, it's still best remembered for Reeves' involvement. Dogstar may not be a household name, but hopefully this documentary will mark a comeback. Number 11. Rally Car. Rally Car is one of the biggest question marks on Reeves' plate.
I'm sorry.
In 2017, it was reported that Lionsgate picked up the US distribution rights for this action flick. Directed by Olivier Megaton of Transporter 3 and the Taken sequels, the film stars Reeves as a hotshot NASCAR driver who gears up for a race in China. With help from a Chinese woman who has racing aspirations of her own, Reeves' character learns the value of teamwork. Quote, "We believe Rally Car has tremendous potential to see Keanu in action once again. This time behind a steering wheel," said Jason Constantine of Lionsgate. Over 3 years later, though, there's been little to no reports on the film's status. We guess it's moving at a reasonable speed.
Never talk and drive.
Number 10. Past Midnight. Like Rally Car, the details on Past Midnight are still developing. As of writing, it's been rumored that Reeves will star in this Netflix film from Rick Famuyiwa, whose previous directing credits include Dope and 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. The screenplay is being written by TJ Fixman, who's known for his work on several Ratchet & Clank games.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. See you in the next reboot.
Most exciting of all, the film is being produced by Anthony and Joe Russo of the MCU.
Avengers!
Assemble.
So it shouldn't come as a surprise that this is a superhero movie, a genre well suited for Reeves.
How's my mind crossing over, you half-breed piece of shit?
Past Midnight's still in a very formative stage, Joe Russo said in late 2019, so it's probably not best to talk about it yet, but it is a fascinating script. Number 9. Conquest. Past Midnight isn't the only Netflix project that Reeves reportedly has lined up. In 2019, Reeves ventured to São Paulo, the largest city in Brazil, to produce this Netflix show. Conquest is set to star Bruna Marquezine, a Brazilian actress who broke out at a young age with her role on the telenovela Women in Love. It's been speculated that Reeves could also star in the series, although nothing is set in stone. In any case, the project reunites Reeves with director Carl Rinch of 47 Ronin. Conquest has otherwise remained a highly secretive production, but as long as it comes with the Keanu seal of approval, we'll definitely be binging this one.
So it works out pretty well.
Number 8. The Bruce Lee Project. In an alternate reality, we could totally see the legendary Bruce Lee playing John Wick or Neo from The Matrix. The late martial artist clearly had an impact on Reeves, who serves as a producer on the Bruce Lee project.
I know Kung Fu.
In 2017, news broke that Reeves was collaborating with Shannon Lee, Bruce's daughter, on this international competition series. The show seeks out today's men and women of action, but there was so much more to Lee than his physical abilities. Lee was also a deeply philosophical person, which will play a key role in the show.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
it was announced that the series would launch in South Asia and the Middle East, with a first season consisting of 12 episodes, including a 90-minute finale. Number 7. Ballerina. One of the most well-edited scenes in John Wick Chapter 3 flawlessly blended fight choreography with dance choreography. That should be just a small taste of what we can expect from Ballerina, a female-led spin-off executive produced by Reeves. Directed by Len Wiseman of the Underworld franchise, the film reportedly centers on Rooney Brown, a female assassin out to avenge her family. Standing in her way is Elias Müller, the corrupt mayor of a European town known as Sunnyvale. Although it hasn't been confirmed who will play the lead, Chloe Grace Moretz is supposedly a top choice.
Playtime's over, kid.
I never play.
Oh, really?
It's also highly probable that we'll see Reeves as Mr. Wick and Angelica Houston as the mysterious director, but only time will tell how significant their roles will be.
Somehow you managed to get out. But here you are, back where you began.
Number 6. Berserker. Keanu Reeves is basically a real-life superhero.
People enjoy the Keanu Reeves. That's very nice.
That is nice.
So it was only a matter of time until he got his own comic book. Berserker is being co-written by Reeves and Matt Kindt, who is best known for his work with Dark Horse Comics and DC Comics Vertigo. Boom Studios will publish this 12-issue limited series, which follows an immortal warrior who goes by Berserker. As you can tell from Alessandro Vitti's awesome artwork, Berserker shares a striking resemblance to Mr. Reeves. Since many have wondered if Reeves is an immortal being, we can't help but wonder if Berserker is autobiographical. Be it fiction or stranger than fiction, you will definitely want to pick up the first issue in October of 2020. Number 5. Rain. In 2014, Slingshot Global Media announced that Reeves would take center stage in an action television series entitled Rain. Based on Barry Eisler's best-selling books, Reeves stars as an assassin named John.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Yeah, we know that sounds familiar, but it's all the more reason why nobody other than Reeves could play this part. The miniseries is even being produced by Chad Stahelski and David Leitch, who directed the first John Wick.
You, working again? No, just sorting some stuff out.
Oh, well. I'll leave you be then. Good night, John.
Good night, Jimmy.
What sets John Rain apart from John Wick is a talent for making it seem like his targets died of natural causes. Of course, it's been 6 years since Rain was announced, with few new developments. Hopefully this project isn't dead in the water, because the pieces are in place to make something special.
Hey, John.
Hey, Harry.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Number 4. The Continental. We're keeping our fingers crossed that Reeves drops by his old stomping ground in the Continental. At the very least, Reeves is producing this John Wick spin-off series for the Starz Network. Even if we don't see much of Mr. Wick, many badass assassins have dropped by the Continental hotel chain.
Do I need to remind you that there will be no business conducted on the Continental grounds? No, senor.
So, the series should expand upon the franchise's lore in cool and fascinating ways. This prequel will delve into the hotel's origins and how it became a safe haven for contract killers.
So when the old place get a facelift?
Around 4 years ago. But I assure you, sir, she really hasn't changed much.
Chris Collins, who's written for shows like The Wire and Sons of Anarchy, will act as showrunner. It's still unknown who will star in the series, but it's expected to premiere sometime after the 4th John Wick movie.
And as always, it is a pleasure having you with us again, Mr. Wick.
Speaking of which, number 3, John Wick Chapter 4. Most franchises begin to wear out their welcome by the 3rd or even the 2nd movie.
Ernest, I still have time.
It's almost up. Who's gonna know the difference?
With John Wick, however, each new installment leaves us hungry for more brilliantly executed action.
May I ask you, John, how do you feel? 'Cause I am really pissed off. You pissed, John? Are you?
In addition to Ballerina and the Continental, John Wick will return in not just 1, but 2 sequels. A 4th John Wick film was confirmed the same week that Chapter 3 hit theaters. Originally slated for a 2021 release, Chapter 4 was pushed back to at least 2022 due in part to the pandemic. Although this was disappointing, Lionsgate softened the blow with the news that John Wick Chapter 5 is set to come out in 2023. The two sequels will film back-to-back, showing just how unstoppable John Wick is.
Yeah. You see me.
Number 2. Cyberpunk 2077. First announced in 2012, the hype for Cyberpunk 2077 has been building for quite some time. Our anticipation for this action RPG climaxed at E3 2019, though, when CD Projekt Red debuted the third trailer. While the whole trailer was breathtaking, to say the least, it was Reeves' reveal at the very end that broke the internet.
We have a city to burn.
This was immediately followed by another epic reveal, as Reeves himself took to the stage at E3.
How's it going?
Reeves discussed the game's story, open world, and several other reasons why its release date, then set for April 2020 but now set for November 2020, cannot come soon enough.
Okay, but let me tell you, the feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking!
Oh, and in case you were wondering, Reeves apparently has the second most dialogue in the game, meaning we can expect much more than a glorified cameo. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Matrix 4.
Okay, so what do you need? Besides a miracle.
Guns. Lots of guns.
Although Reloaded and Revolutions fell below expectations, the original Matrix remains a cinematic classic. After Reeves started seeing a career resurgence, fans wondered if a fourth Matrix might be in the cards.
Will we ever see him again?
I suspect so. Someday.
We got our answer in August 2019 when The Matrix 4 was officially confirmed. Reeves is set to reprise his role as Neo, and Carrie-Anne Moss will also be back in action as Trinity.
The answer is up there, Neo. It's looking for you. And it will find you.
Lily Wachowski is sitting this one out due to other commitments, but Lana Wachowski is returning as a director and co-writer. Like John Wick 4, the film was originally supposed to come out in 2021. But got delayed until April 1st, 2022. By then, it will have been almost 20 years since we last saw Reeves in his career-defining role. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.